Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 224. It is Monday here in Cincinnati. Sticky, warm, sunshiny, July 1st. We are officially into summer weather, and here in the Midwest that usually means some humidity, some pop-up showers, and heat. So we are starting with all of that. I think the temperatures this whole week are 80s and 90s, and it's going to be hot. It is also the week of 4th of July here in the United States, which is very much a time of celebration and getting together with family and friends, lots of food, lots of pool time, some time off work. And it is also a new moon tomorrow, a solar eclipse somewhere in the world tomorrow. There's a lot happening right now. So what I thought we would ponder or explore is this idea of being halfway through. This came up for me yesterday. I hosted our Sunday meditation, and I knew that would be the theme, and what ended up happening in the hour-long visualization was a clearing of our chakras, our energy chakras, rinsing out the places where we're sort of stuck or blocking energy, and then filling back up and really lighting up the colors of the chakras. So if you are looking for some support as we really hit this midpoint of 2019, the intention grid picture is in the Soulshine Tribe. You can see that, and it'll give you a really good visual of what I was broadcasting yesterday. And if you want a deeper dive, you can exchange for the meditation visualization and do some chakra work on your own. But what feels relevant to bring into this space today? When I started the 2019 energy or I guess theme that I was feeling for the year, I recorded a meditation at the beginning of the year on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and it was titled, "Yes, Please, Thank You, I Love You." And it was a shift from this old Ho'oponopono song. I don't know if I said it right, but it's a song of forgiveness, and the song is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And what I was sharing in that meditation is this belief that we're moving in a different direction, that we have been doing so much, or have had the opportunity to do so much forgiveness work and healing and reparation, and this sense of trying to make up for things that haven't gone as they should have in our own journeys and then as a collective humanity. And I believe we're starting to shift towards a focus, in my opinion, a focus on creating, talking about, expanding gratitude, appreciation for where we're headed, for what we're exploring and opening up next. And so that is an individual shift first. Can we start saying yes please to more of what is making us feel good, or guiding us forward on our paths, or expanding our awareness? Yes please, more of that. And then offering gratitude as those manifestations occur, and then always coming back to love. And so the meditation offers a process or a way to start moving through that shift individually. Can we step out of the heaviness of everything we've tried to solve and fix and carry, and move into the vibration of it's already so amazing and it's only going to get better? Because that vibration, it changes the way we feel and the way we act immediately, every day. And that weight, releasing that weight energetically, allows us to then release the physical ways that we're being limited now. And the more we release those physical limitations, the more we start creating amazing miracles, new things that we haven't considered before because there hasn't been room for it. Because all we're doing is focusing on the things we've done wrong and the ways that we've screwed up and the ways it hasn't worked out that we thought it should. When we can start to energetically release that and focus on what is already amazing and expand it, the most amazing experiences are going to come forward for us. When I was feeling the match, well, let me back up. When I created that at the beginning of the year, I had intentions and goals, but I had no real way of knowing how were they going to come through. What would this year actually look like? I could sense, I could feel, but I didn't know how it was going to be unfolding. What I've done every day is tune into the possibilities, tune into the vibration, say thank you more often, say yes when things are arriving, and then always just keep expanding love. So we're now halfway through this year. And where I sit in this moment, I'm amazed. I love what is happening. I love what is happening next. And so I feel in total alignment with the vibration I was holding at the beginning of the year, which I know means as I move towards the end of the year, it's only going to keep expanding. What we looked at yesterday in the meditation and what you can sit with in your own space is, how do you feel as we're halfway through 2019? How does it feel to you? Are you satisfied? Do you feel proud of what you have been accomplishing or how you have been living, the ways that you have been moving through your days? Even if that doesn't look like accomplishments to people around you, you know for yourself, what are the things that you are shifting inside? If it's simply, I choose, and this is not simple, but if it's I choose to show up more present and with more joy than I ever have in my life before, that's an incredibly powerful intention. And it may not look like anything to the people around you. It may not even look like anything has shifted, but you're different inside. And when you know that and you feel that, you're in total alignment with the intentions that you had set at the beginning of the year, if that was your intention. And so it can only keep expanding as we move through the next 6 months. I had this thought when I was running earlier about midlife crises and how people, this is the traditional impression of a midlife crisis. It's that you suddenly wake up at 50 or around 50 and you want a red sports car and you're going to have an affair and you're going to leave your job and it's going to look like your world's exploding from the outside. And I was just pondering that while I was moving my body, thinking, why is that such a thing? When we look at our lifetimes, there's this perhaps general idea that you're born, you have a midlife shift maybe around 50 and you die at 100. It's a very general statement. So this midlife crisis is sort of halfway through. So why does that happen for people? And it's not necessarily at 50, perhaps it's at 40 or 45. There's a sense of we're running out of time, or we haven't fulfilled what we most wanted to experience, or life is not living up to what we thought it would be. We're disappointed in ourselves, we're disappointed in the people around us, we're disappointed in the physical reality. Perhaps we're not making as much money as we want, or we don't have the relationship we want, or we don't have the body we want, we don't have the job we want. There are all these ways that dissatisfaction in what we're experiencing creates this roar, right? People just get mad, and so they act out like a child would with a temper tantrum. That's sort of the impression I get when people talk about a midlife crisis. What could be an easier way through the halfway through your life is to be deeply satisfied with where you are. To be absolutely in love with your life, with your body, with your relationships, with your job, with your physical manifestations, with everything. Be so in love with that there's no need for any rebellion or dissatisfaction to expand. So looking at that from a whole life perspective, we can shrink it, microcosm it down to just this year. The way the year started and the way the year is going to end. We're halfway through right now. Halfway through. So are you satisfied with where you are? Are there internal shifts? Because that's really the only thing you can change. Are there internal shifts you could make that would move you towards more satisfaction, more joy, a greater sense of being in alignment with who you are, in integrity with who you are? And when that internal landing or steadiness is inside of you, it naturally is going to ripple out, and the external things are going to match that. So, for example, for me, I've been feeling like I have a little extra weight that I don't really want. So I've been running, but sort of halfway running, and run, walk, and I kind of make fun of myself, and I'm okay with that. And this past weekend on Saturday when I went for my run, I'm like, I'm running the whole way. I am not breaking this time. I am ready for something to be different inside. I'm ready for the last little pounds that I want off to start moving off. And so I just kept running. And when I was feeling a little sluggish, I just kept going. It was an internal decision that I want more satisfaction. I want deeper strength and tenacity and endurance within my physical body. And the only way that's going to happen is for me internally to shift and be really committed to doing that. So I kicked some butt on Saturday, and I kicked some butt again today. I mean, it's my own butt, but I kicked it. And so I'm just going to keep allowing that to flow through me, and then to see what shifts and ripples out from that in my physical life. And I'll see it in my physical body. So as we sit at this halfway point, perhaps take a few moments and assess where you are. Feel inside if there's something that you're ready to shift. And then it's the beginning of July. It's July 1st. So make a commitment. What can you do differently today, or in the next few days, or in the next week? Perhaps you're even willing to commit to the next month. What is it you can do that is going to really guide you into being so satisfied with where you are that it just keeps expanding? And then that's where that meditation, you can find my meditation on my YouTube channel. Yes, please, thank you, I love you. It's like 20 or 30 minutes. Listen to that and then see what that inspires. Are there more things that you want to call towards you that you can start saying, yes, yes, I'm doing that. Yes, I'm engaged in this process or activity or shift in my schedule. Yes. And then see what happens. It comes from inside. It comes from inside, and then it's going to expand. So we're halfway through. Let's see where the rest of this year is going to take us. It's pretty exciting. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.